Hello, everybody, and welcome to Denver, Colorado, the beautiful state of Colorado, at the National Western Complex for the 2018 NWCA All-Star Classic. I'm here with three-style All-American Larry Nugent. So happy to have you here with us tonight. It's going to be a great night of wrestling.
Oh, Nick, I'm looking forward to it, too. It's great to be with you.
You know, one of the things that we have discussed prior to, what are going to be the big matchups? What's going to be the hot matches and some hot wrestlers to watch, keep an eye on? And in the women's division, we have a pretty interesting matchup here between Brittany Marshall and Mariah Harris. That's a rematch of the national finals last year.
Yeah, Mariah Harris had the match in the bag, and Brittany Marshall was chasing her, trying to make up that 1-point deficit. And it looked like things were not going to go her way. And at the last minute, she hit a little duck under, scored the 2 points, time ran out. So this is going to be a great matchup.
I think Harris is going to be pretty pumped up for this one.
I think she is, no doubt.
And you can't speak about the women without speaking about Dominique Parrish. She's a returning national champ, and she's fighting her way up that ladder to get to that next position in line for maybe 2020.
Well, she's a defending national champion. And she decided to go to Simon Fraser, which has a great legacy for women's wrestling, men's wrestling as well. But so she's already reached, the pinnacle. So we'll see one of the best wrestlers, both from an international standpoint and from the national standpoint, in that matchup.
Well, listen, now that takes us over to the men's side. We have some pretty interesting matchups, but I really feel the big matchup tonight will be Joey Mckenna from Ohio State, two-time All-American, against two-time All-American Cade Brock from Oklahoma State. That, I think, is the big one tonight. Well, let me tell you something. You better be ready for some fireworks tonight in Denver, because you're going to see some fireworks. We'll be right back with some fireworks from Denver, Colorado at the 2018 NWCA All-Star Classic, presented by ARM Software and Wrestlers in Business Network. This is Nick Garone with Larry Nugent at the 53rd Annual 2018 NWCA All-Star Classic. I'm ready to rock and roll, Larry. I don't know about you. This is going to be so much fun tonight, and it's going to be an amazing event with a lot of high-profile guys.
Absolutely. We highlighted Dominique Parrish in our open. On the mat so far, Gabriela Ramos-Diaz. She's from Wayland Baptist University, coached by Aaron Meister. Know him well. And now in the red corner, Dominique Parrish makes her appearance, and now out to the mat. Now, these are freestyle rules, Nick, right? We should let the audience know that this is freestyle.
Well, this way you're going to have to walk everybody through the point structure and what's going on here, Larry. You are an expert on that. You know what's going on with the rule structure for freestyle, and feel free to come in and tell people. But listen, I mean, you're talking about two All-Americans here, real solid wrestlers.
It's interesting. Ramos-Diaz is actually from Puerto Rico, and Dominique Parrish wrestles at Simon Fraser, which is in British Columbia. Kind of an international feel here.
No doubt. And let me tell you, Parrish has got good head position right now. They're hand fighting, looking for some openings. But both of these girls, if you let your guard down for 1 second, you're going to end up getting either thrown or in something that you don't want to be involved with.
Well, one thing the audience can look for is the out of bounds. If you step out of bounds in a freestyle match, it's a point against you. There's not a whole lot of...
What do we just see there, right there, Larry, for people that don't know? They stopped action. He had his red wristband up. What happened right there?
Well, they will eventually put, if you stall too much, you'll be put on the shot clock. 30 seconds.
Red had the warning right there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot by Parrish. Nice deep shot. Great finish. Excellent job.
Yeah, that was high level, wasn't it? Beautiful. Just to finish that thought, if you get warned twice, then they'll put you on the shot clock, and you have 30 seconds to score, or your opponent gets a point.
A little bit different situation here as well. If you can't turn your opponent within 10 to 15 seconds, they bring you back on your feet.
Ooh, an arm spin attempt by Ramos-Diaz. Now, that may end up being a slip. If you take a risk and it slips off, sometimes they'll give you they'll bring you back up to neutral and not score a point. But in this case, it's a 2-point takedown.
I think there was too much time that lapsed between that slip.
Yep.
So they ended up giving her the 2 points, Parrish. But good attempt. Listen, you love to see wrestlers go for stuff. You want to see them attempt a move. You don't want to see them stall out there and tighten up. It doesn't make for exciting matches. And you know what? You're not going to win if you're tightened up and you don't let it all fly. I mean, and you know, guys like Kyle Dake prove that. You know, they're going to let it go. If you wrestle him, you're going to have to be 150% focused all the time because he's coming, and he's coming with big stuff.
And Parrish is the defending national champion. So Ramos-Diaz has her work cut out for her, and she's giving it everything she's got, trying to find a way to score.
It's a great opportunity for Diaz. Great opportunity to get a match this early in the season, to be able to wrestle a national champion like Parrish.
Kind of a smoker atmosphere in here, Nick. It's like the Hudson River in New York, I think. Make you feel right at home?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it feels like I was talking to somebody earlier, speaking to somebody earlier. It's almost like one of those old, you know, kind of foggy fight atmospheres, you know,
right,
like, you know,
right.
back in the 30s and 40s.
And athletes go to their corners, 30-second rest. It's kind of an interesting part of the strategy of an international match. You get that 30 seconds with your coach in the corner, talk strategy. I'm sure everybody's got a different way of doing it. Sometimes you talk about what happened, looking forward to what's going to happen in the next round.
You know, it gives you an opportunity to sit with your coach, speak to your coach, and say, hey, listen, these are the things I'm seeing outside of the mat, on the other side of the mat. And a lot of time when you're wrestling, you don't see certain things. It's better for you to take advice from your coach and say, hey, listen, these things are open. Nice little swing single by Parrish. She could finish right here. She's looking for a leg lace, which if she can get this could get ugly real quick for Diaz, and Diaz gets out of it.
So now we're in that 10-second span that you were talking about earlier, and the referee decides that there won't be any action there, and they're back up on their feet.
You know, Diaz, you know, she's no stranger to success also. She won the Dave Schultz Memorial Tournament. You know, she's a junior world team member for Puerto Rico. She took 4th at the Junior Worlds 2 times. I mean, so this, you know, she's right there.
And plenty of time to come back from that 6-0 deficit. But Parrish really looks impregnable and knocked off that attempt pretty fast.
I'll tell you.
Knocked it right off.
Parrish is the real deal.
Yeah. There's not much she hasn't seen.
She's going for that, trying to get that gut. But Diaz is staying strong. They bring them back up to their feet. 8-0 with just under 2 minutes left.
Yeah, if you get to 10, if you get a 10-point separation, they'll end this match. Be a technical superiority finish.
Right here, he might bring them back up right here, but actually Parrish could score right here, and she does. And a very solid win for Parrish. But you know what? Diaz has to look at this match as experience. The more mat time that you get, the more times you get on the mat with wrestlers such as Dominique Parrish, the better for your career. She did a great job. She looked very solid. Welcome back to the 2018 NWCA All-Star Classic, presented by ARMS and the Wrestlers in Business Network. Coming up right now, this is one of the big ones right here. Joey Mckenna, Ohio State versus Cade Brock, Oklahoma State. Two-time All-Americans. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
141 pounds of talent out on that mat.
Cade Brock, stud, 5-time Fargo All-American, you know, 2-time college All-American, 3-time state champion high school. you know, he's got some major accolades. And here we see Tom Ryan from Ohio State coming on the mat. Joey McKenna's coach. Cade Brock looking jacked. This is going to be a very entertaining match. I'm loving this right now. You got people watching at home, you better be ready because this is going to be a good one.
Okay, the season begins. The collegiate season right here.
It sure does. Oh, nice swing single for McKenna. Oh, can he dump him?
Oh, he switched to it.
Nice little dump right off of that swing single. Switched to a dump, got his 2. Brock gets right out, 2-1.
Didn't get much riding time there, Nick. That's the other thing about college wrestling. If you're not familiar with college wrestling, if you ride your opponent longer than he rides you for 1 minute, 1 minute longer than he rides you, you get 1 point. So didn't pick a whole lot up there before the escape by Brock. What do you think the delay is now? Are they looking at the takedown again? I can't believe they look pretty clean to me.
Yeah, did he call back? I don't understand that. But, hey, and in any case, it's 2-1 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first period. Here at the 53rd Annual NWCA All-Star Classic.
McKenna's being aggressive on his feet.
Well, he's a goer. Both of these guys are goers. They're going to come after you for 7 straight minutes. And you have to be a laser beam. When you wrestle guys like Cade Brock and Joey McKenna, you have to be a laser beam. You have to be concentrating and just as much mentally ready as physically ready to wrestle a match like this.
Change in levels by Brock. And what do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, hands to the face.
Wow.
Hands to the face.
That's unbelievable. I mean, it's an all-star match. You know, I'd like a little bit more before he throws a point out there. But, hey, it's 2-2.
Well, Tom Ryan's trying to find out why. You know, that could be the difference.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. So that ties the score up, 2-2. And now that makes McKenna a little gun shy.
Alex Derringer in Cade Brock's corner. Stud over there. He didn't do too well in college. He only won 3 NCAA titles, right? I mean, he couldn't win 4. I mean, come on. Unbelievable talent. Some great talent in both coaching staffs, Ohio State and Oklahoma State. Unbelievable rooms. Imagine going to war every day in Oklahoma State and Ohio State's wrestling room.
Well, Dave Schultz used to say steel sharpens steel.
No doubt about it. Nice shot by McKenna. Nice shot. And you know what? Brock was very, very small. Oh!
He never gave up on it.
He never gave him 2 there?
No, and he never gave up on his defense. But it looked like that was about as close to a takedown as you could get.
That's unbelievable. I thought it probably should have been 2-2 there. Basically what Tom Ryan is saying, Joey McKenna had the takedown. It should be probably 4-4 right now with a reversal for Brock. I think they never awarded the 2 points to McKenna.
No, they didn't. I wish we could see the replay.
You know, listen, Cade Brock is a stud. I'm watching him, and just even though he's a 2-time All-American, like it just looks like he's just this whole vibe this year. I want to get Tommy Ryan riled up in the corner. One thing I could say is a lot of coaches fight for their guys, but Tom Ryan, he'll fight hard for his guys.
And giving a little advice to McKenna.
Either way, 4-2, 4-4. Either way, this is a real good way to start out.
Isn't it?
A real good way to start out.
Isn't it?
Real good way to start out.
Little controversy, some great technique. Great way to start the season. This instant replay really isn't that old. It's only been in it for a few years.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. You know what? You know how many matches over the years that could have been reversed if they had that? I mean, big time matches.
Dare I say
Olympic
the Gable Owens
trials.
match?
Yeah, Olympic trials, NCAA championship finals. I mean, over the years, I mean, if you had this instant replay, there might be many victories overturned.
I kind of like it. I like it when they can quickly do it, though.
The only way I would love something like this is if I was on the winning end of it.
Yeah.
You know, if I got a takedown and it was kind of close and somebody went back to the instant replay and took it away, I'd be upset.
Well, it's a fact that McKenna was docked a point for hands in the face, and then it's potentially denied the no, he gets the takedown. No change.
Okay. 1 minute left, 4-2. McKenna's got to get a quick point here. I don't think Brock's going to have it, though.
And there you go.
1 point
Neutral.
escape.
I got to feel, I think that the people at home might agree with me that McKenna's really been the aggressor in this match and finds himself behind by a point. We'll see how this plays out. Usually those things come back to help you.
20 seconds. Oh, nice low single, or low double, I should say. Changes off to a single. Let's see if McKenna can finish. He's only got 10 seconds left. He's got to work hard. He's got to go quick.
Boy, some nice finishing.
Oh!
It doesn't get better than this, Nick.
Wow.
Oh, and time runs out.
I'll tell you right now, with 8 seconds left, McKenna gets that takedown. Right now, I know Cade Brock is upset. He wishes he had that back.
Well, this has gone back and forth and back and forth. Now McKenna takes the lead. And Tom Ryan wants him to get the score straight. And I can't say I blame him, but they think the score is correct. McKenna 5, Brock 4.
You know what? I think it is correct. I think Tom Ryan was just screaming that out because he thinks he should have gotten that other two.
Brock getting those hips away, hand fighting. I think he'll score his escape here pretty quick.
McKenna trying to get some riding time.
Almost near fall. It is near fall.
Oh, wow.
McKenna caught him as he was trying to hip heist. He anticipated it.
Wow, he got the 4. You know, this 4-point near fall, I mean, that's a death sentence, man. You get 4 points.
It's changed everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to come back on that. listen, right now he can't think about the big picture. He can't think about being down by 5. You know, Brock has to think about 1 point at a time. Let's get a point here. Let's get on my feet. Let's get back on my feet. And McKenna's got to come off that parallel ride, got to come out to the side. Right now he's got that bar on pretty tight on Brock.
Oh boy, McKenna's really taking control. I mean, he really was aggressive in that first round, got snake bit, but he is really establishing dominance here in the second period. Only 19 seconds left.
He's getting major riding time right now on Brock.
Yes. And 2 minutes left in this marquee match within the marquee all-star meet. If Brock can get some wrist control and maybe tip up McKenna, he could get that 4-point near fall, but that's not what's going to happen.
All right, 10-4. You know, he got a little time off that riding time, but I don't think he took off. I mean, there's no clock here for riding time, so we can't even tell you if McKenna has another point coming.
That's correct. He's down 6. A takedown and a 4-point near fall is probably the best thing he can hope for right now, and in the process, knock that riding time down. What does a guy do, though, against a guy like McKenna, whose position is almost flawless? How is he going to get him out of position to find the big one?
It's tough. McKenna, you know, that's the one thing that makes him so successful. One of the many is that his positioning is so good. And,
beautiful.
And it's hard to get him out of position. You know, but listen, there's a minute left. I'd like to see Brock go for something big here, or get a takedown, let him go, and then you know. But you know, listen, you're talking about a well-seasoned, you know, really solid guy in McKenna.
Yeah, he's not backing up much, but he's not going to take a whole lot of risk either. There was a nice attempt. Now Brock's got him in kind of a vulnerable position. And a stalemate ends that. McKenna goes for more.
Hey, let me tell you, the best wrestlers, they keep continuing to try to score. They're always trying to score. Doesn't matter the time.
And he's definitely doing that. Keeping that safe position. He's got to be pleased with the way his first match of the season's.
And I mean, listen, to wrestle his first match of the season against a guy like Brock, who's a stud.
Yes.
Not an easy first match. You know, hey, listen, think about this. Take the 4 points away from, you know, from McKenna catching him. It's a 6-4 match.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how close these guys are.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Joey McKenna wins it by a score of 10-4 in the opening bout for the men.